Everybody here is absolutely certainly 100% behind Greece in what is happening with that country across here.
Vote no for more powers, devo to the mats, and as near federalism as we can get in these islands. How many's been delivered? Nada. Zilch. Nothing.
Westminster and the right-winged weasels have shown for all to see, debating the Scotland Bill, examples of systematically heckling and bullying SNP MPs.
Starting with the first vow, this Parliament will be permanent. A total lie.
We sent 56 SNP MPs down to Westminster. They represent the third largest party, and we will stand by our decision that sent them there.
Any cybernats out here? Right, good. Glad to hear it. Keep up the good work.
We can have frustrations, get angry, celebrate, triumph, and we care. And we can say who we think are traitors. Never mind this Clypegate. If we want to call Labour or Tories traitors, we'll call them traitors.
And what is happening throughout Europe and pulsing from America is called neo-feudalism.
Isn't it ironic that this land's most corrupt domain is that scandal that calls itself the Fourth Estate? They're unelected, unethical, unprincipled, unregulated, unrepentant, unbridled, long beyond the pale and untouchable, now beyond belief, unbelievable. But now they're shunned and hated by a people who's opened their eyes and ears and now refuse to see our society through their warped views. We've wakened up and decided to choose to become the media. So stop press. They're yesterday's news.
That House of Lords is an institution that has aided and abetted and hidden, and I mean Westminster too, the worst paedophile scandal that has ever occurred in British history.
Teeny boppers, guys and gals, right honourable paedophiles, casting couch with a big shot and a big time prime time radio jock, sugar daddies with TV tots, children's hour and pop is on top. Well, the adult careerists kept stum. News blackout for the green room. The play for today was Play Dumb and Auntie Beep still kept mum.
Neo-feudalism is the elite of the corporate elites, the bankers and financiers, and they now run Britain. Their policemen and their puppets are the Tories in power.
On behalf of Martin Day MP for Falkirk East, at a time when Scotland is being forgotten about by a Tory government with no mandate in Scotland, this move to make sure that Holyrood is not permanent, coupled with English votes for English laws, is simply to try to make Scotland and our people look and feel like a second-class nation. The British forget at their peril that here in Scotland, sovereignty rests with the people, and the real politic of the situation is that it will be down to the people what happens with our Parliament. It is up to each and every one of us to ensure that it is the Westminster Parliament instead which suffers from any lack of permanence.
And they cannot stand any country or any group that opposes austerity. We are lucky to have that Parliament here. We are lucky to have Nicola Sturgeon as our First Minister.
I don't see myself as an extremist. I see myself as a welfare rights worker, and a welfare rights worker that's actually on the front line of the battle against austerity.
It should be made a crime at international law that any country where you try to extract more money than they can afford for them to grow, if you extract more money from them, you're acting as a parasite, killing the host.
Dundee still has the highest rate of sanctions anywhere in Scotland. But the fact of the matter is, according to the latest figures that were released, over the last 6 months, there's been a 40% reduction in sanctions in Dundee. And if you think we're going to claim the credit for that, you're bloody right we are.
Greece is being broken, absolutely broken by these people, and it must stop.
We should remember, not only do we share a common parent saint with Greece, we share a common situation nation. The forces of finance capital across the globe are attempting to smash any attempt to try and develop a democratic alternative to the rule of austerity.
Smash up the landscape, poison the water, and let us pay the cost and the loss, and they take the profits and run. Surrender! Goodbye!